So here, essays. So first of all, introduction about me. See, this is Naveen, SAS trainer, based and advanced certified programmer. I have around 12 years of experience in SAS programming, and I do have around 7 years of experience in online training also. I do have so many websites to provide the online training. These mainly Goodonlinetrainings.com, Goodonline Training, SAS Training Online, SAS Online Training India, and these are my mail IDs to reach me. K.Naveen.sas@gmail.com, Goodonlinetrainings@gmail.com, getgoodtraining@gmail.com, and these are my contact numbers. India contact number and USA contact. And next, come to the SAS here. SAS stood for Statistical Analysis Software. See, mainly by using SAS, we can do the analysis and reporting. Both we can perform, analysis and reporting. Okay, see here. So we have some data warehousing tools also. In data warehousing, we have ETL tools and VLAP tools. General concept. So ETL tools. ETL stands for extraction, transformation, loading. Means we can extract the data from different data sources. We can do the transformations as per the requirement, and then we can load the data into target database. So these are the best ETL tools in the market: Informatica, Data Stage, Ab initio, so on. And we have VLAP tools also, online analytical processing tools, mainly to generate the reports, different types of reports. So here we can use business objects, Cognos, so on. Means to complete one project, we need to use two tools here, one ETL tool and one VLAP tool. Suppose Informatica with business objects, Data Stage with Cognos, like that. But here in our SAS, these two concepts are inbuilt. We do have ETL concepts and VLAP concept. These two concepts we can use in our SAS. So this is the first advantage. So by using SAS, we can do the analysis as well as reporting, both. See, SAS was created by this person, Jim Goodnight. He was a statistical professor in USA. In release of 1970, he got one project related to agricultural research data. For that project, he created essays at that time. You can see the history of SAS. See, earlier it was a tool, statistical analysis and system. So mainly drag and drop concept and basic analysis. Later, they have implemented programming also in SAS, software programming parts. See, SAS was developed from C language. The basic is the C. So in our SAS also you can use the C language concepts, loops, arrays, pointers, functions, all those we can use in our SAS also. So the concept is same, but way of writing is different. We'll discuss all those in our SAS also again. So here we can do all kind of analysis, regression, correlation, everything, and the programming parts. And see here, within the SAS you can do the data entry, data retrieval, data management, report rating, graphical designing, error handlings, edit checks, everything we can perform within the SAS. Even it doesn't require any other database support or any other tool. So everything we can perform within the SAS. So that's the reason SAS is called as a statistical software package. So end-to-end concept we can implement here.
Okay.
Next, this is the general information from the SAS website. So nowadays in the world, nearly 118 countries are using SAS, mainly for these industries: aerospace, automotive, banking, communication, education, finance sector, healthcare. In all these sectors, we can use SAS. Simple, wherever analysis and reporting is required, there we can implement SAS. So this is the SAS company official website, www.sas.com. Please go through the website, you can find more details. Even you can get the list of clients also. Suppose select banking sector, you can get the list of clients. In the world, which banks are using SAS? You can get the list. ICICI, Bank of America, Barclays, maximum all MNC banks in the world are using SAS. Like that finance sector, healthcare, you can go. And in healthcare, we have a special advantage for SAS. That is, SAS is the only software in the world approved from FDA, Food and Drug Administration. So we should use only SAS, mainly in the clinical trials. See, in other, suppose banking, finance, you can go for SAP tools or data warehousing, anything. It's an optional. It depends upon the client requirement. But in healthcare, it's mandatory because SAS is the only one software approved from FDA, Food and Drug Administration. So you can say it's a main reason behind it, why we are using only SAS in the clinical trials.
Okay.
Come to the SAS software mainly here. So what are the concepts are there? How we'll deal the project in the real time? Let's see here. So in SAS mainly we have 4 tools. See these: data access, data management, data analysis, and data presentation. So these are the main 4 tools in SAS. See here one by one. First, data access means accessing the data from different sources. It could be relational databases, non-relational databases, whatever it may be. We can access the data. Okay, observe here. Okay, now I'm doing a project. It may be a clinical project or banking, whatever it may be. Suppose I'm doing a clinical project first. I got a chance to work as a clinical SAS programmer. Okay, my client is in USA and they're conducting the trials in different countries throughout the world: India, UK, Australia, Japan, so on. Because to test their drug and different people and different weathers. And here there is different databases in different countries to store the data: Oracle, Excel, Access, Teradata, text document, so on. So before you are going to start the project, this is the first step. First you need to access the data from these different data sources to SAS software. For that, here we have the SAS access tool to access the data from external data source to SAS, from outside to SAS. We can import data from any database. And here we have different methods for SAS access. Here import procedure, SQL procedure, library reference, in-file statement, wizard method, so on. So in our classes, we'll discuss all these methods with example, with real-time example: how to connect to the Oracle, how to connect to the SQL Server, Excel, Access, text documents, all this. We'll discuss with examples. So in all this is a very, very important method: SQL procedure, pass-through facility concept. You can connect with any database by using ODBC connections also. So this is the SAS access, first tool. And see here, even in banking project, whatever it may be, it's the same concept. You may get different databases. From those databases, you need to store the data, import the data. So for that, we are using the SAS access as a first tool here. Next, see here, managing the data means data management. See here, in data access part, we got the data from different data sources. Obviously, it would be in the different format. Directly, we can't apply any statistics on the raw data. That is a raw data. We can't apply any statistics directly on the raw data. It may need some changes. That is called data management. Okay, see the definition here for data management. To convert raw data into SAS required format for analysis, or raw data into business required format for analysis. Okay, we can make some changes here in the data management. So this is the big tool in SAS. So many transformations are there. We need to discuss all those. Formatting the data, joining the tables, appending the data, creating new columns, edit checks, so many transformations. This is the big tool. Okay, see one example to understand the definition here. Okay, see, I'm doing a project here. In my project, this is one of the column, salary. Actually, this project related to one MNC company, finance project. They have branches throughout the world, in India, USA, European countries, like that. Okay, here, it's a global database for that company. They're paying the salaries like this for the employees, for Indian employees in the rupees, for USA employees, for European country employees, like this. Okay, observe this data. It's an alphanumeric data actually. It's mixing up some characters, special characters, and numbers. Okay, it's an alphanumeric data. By default, SAS will read this data under text variable only. Okay, under text variable. Okay, so now this is the client requirement here. For all the employees, we have to calculate what is the total salary and what is the average salary in INR, in Indian rupees. This is the client requirement. Suppose 1 lakh employees are there throughout the world. For all of them, we have to calculate this. A small analysis. One thing here, it is a text variable. We know one thing, for text variables, we can't do any analysis. Only on numeric variables, we can apply the statistics and we can do some analysis. So here, first I will apply the character functions. So I'm not writing the program here, just I'm giving an idea. By using character functions, I can split this one column into two columns. Suppose currency one column, salary one column. So currency, suppose here rupees, dollar, like this. Next to salary, here values are there. But still it is a text variable only because the source variable data type is text. So it has created a new variable also as a text variable. After that, by applying some special functions, you can change the data type from text to number. So in SAS, we do have two special functions, input, put. By using those, you can change the data types. So here, see, I can change the data type from text to number. After that, by applying some conditions, if conditions, I can convert all this currency into INR, Indian rupees. Suppose today dollar value is 64 rupees. So I can write a program. If C is equals to dollar, then salary is equals to salary into 64, like that. I can write some programs. By using those, I can convert all the money into INR, Indian rupees. Okay, now see here. Here salary is a numeric variable and here this is the currency now, Indian rupees. So here I can do the analysis and I can calculate what is the total salary, what is the average salary in INR. This is the definition here. To convert raw data into SAS required format for analysis. So here I can't do anything, but here I can do the analysis. So as per the requirement, we need to apply here different transformations. This is the big concept. Formatting, data validation, so many things. We'll discuss all those with example, with real-time examples. How it is useful. Even joining the tables also comes under data management. So in SQL we are calling joins. In basis merge concept. Join the tables. Okay, next to analysis part. Okay, it is completely functional part to calculate the statistics. Okay, here, so we can compute simple statistics first, like n, mean, standard deviation, those. Okay, observe here. Just to calculate the simple statistics, we can use these procedures, means, summary, univariate, so on. These are the procedure names in SAS. Means is a procedure, summary is a procedure, like predefined procedures. You can use those procedures and by using those procedures you can calculate the simple statistics. Next to CORR. This is also a procedure name. CORR means correlation procedure. For what? Here to compute relationship between two variables. So here we can find out what kind of relationship is there. Is positively correlated or negatively correlated or neutral. A basic example from our basic maths. Suppose height and weight, two variables are there. Generally between these variables we can find positive correlation because when height increasing generally weight will increase. We can find the positive correlation. And here you can calculate the percentage also. How much percentage is that positively correlating. Next, price and sales. Generally between these two variables you can find the negative correlation, general comparison. Because when prices are increasing, sales may decrease. And here also you can calculate the percentage. How much percentage these are negatively correlated. And here we will discuss these methods. Pearson, Spearman, Kendall, Howling, so on. Different methods we'll use to find the different correlations. Depends upon the client requirement. Next, rank procedure is there. To compute the ranks. Suppose I am doing a banking project, there are millions of customers. For example, for HSBC Bank. But client want to see only top 10 customers data. So now you can apply the ranks here based on their transactions or based on their deposits. So you can pick only the top 10 customers data along with the ranks. This is first, this is second. Next, ANOVA, regression, t-test, so on, these things also. Okay, these processes also will discuss. First, we need to discuss about this concept here, hypothesis test. What is hypothesis test? What are the standard values? Based on the standard values, how to discuss these things? Null, alternative. When we can say null hypothesis is accepted, When we can say null hypothesis is rejected. Null rejected means alternative accepted. Then what will happen? Okay, these points we'll cover here. We'll discuss from the basic level. So it is completely functional part. We'll discuss the statistical procedures here.
Okay.
Because here, from the data, by applying some SAS statistical procedures, you can generate the reports like this. So here, first one is just a simple statistical report. You can find just these statistics: frequency, mean, maximum, like this. Second one is a student t-test report. By applying t-test procedure, you can get this one: t-value, probability value, this. Third one is
What is that?
analysis.
What second one? What report?
Student t-test report. By
Okay.
applying
Student details.
class, we have a procedure t-test. By applying that, we can get this one. Okay, understand here. See, generating a report is very easy because in SAS we won't apply any formulas or anything. Already predefined procedures are there. ANOVA procedure is there, t-test procedure is there. Just will give their dependent variables in it, independent variables like that. Then we can get the result. But after that, how to understand the report, that is very, very important, because even an intermediate student can generate this one. But after that, how to understand these values, and based on the t-value, probability value, f-value, probability value, how to write a conclusion, how to understand the data, that is important. So these points we'll discuss from the basic level first of all. Even what are the standard values, I will give everything a structure. Okay. Then we can discuss this in the functional part.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the course available in base and what is the course available in advanced?
I will show you here everything. Just once let me complete these slides and I will give you an idea that one is.
Sure.
Next, to presentation part. This is the fourth one here. So here we can generate the reports, different types of tabular reports and graphical reports. See, once you joined in a company as a programmer, we'll get protocol, SOP, data format file, SAP, everything. In that, SAP is very important, statistical analysis planning. SAP contains TLG, tables, listings and graphs. As a programmer, we need to follow SAP mainly. As for that, we'll generate the different types of tabular reports and different types of graphical reports. As for that, we'll generate all these: listing, detail, summary, cross tabulation. In the graphical also we have different types: horizontal, vertical, pipe, and so on. All these will generate here. Okay, like this. It's an example. See, from the data, by applying some SAS reporting procedures, so we can generate the reports like this: tabular reports and the graphical reports, vertical bars, everything. So see here, now this is the working structure, Muhammad. In the real time, you may get a chance to work on any domain, suppose banking, clinical, finance, whatever it may be. But the working structure is same for any project. Okay. Initially, you may get data in different data sources. First, we need to discuss how to import the data from different data sources to SAS. And here in the classes, I will discuss all methods as I told you: import procedure, SQL procedure, in-file statement, everything. And once you get the data into SAS, then we'll discuss the transformations. How to join the data, how to append the data, how to create new columns, how to sort, everything. Then we'll discuss some statistical procedures. Then reporting part. How to generate the reports, followed by statistical analysis planning.
This is what you say the basic SAS, is it?
Base and advanced. See, simple. Base means the basic concepts like procedures, control statements, loops, arrays, all this comes under base SAS. Advanced means SQL and macros. Those two are called advanced SAS. SQL and macros. So in this course, we'll cover both base SAS and advanced SAS. Both will cover.
Okay. In macros, what will happen in macros?
Sorry, come again.
In macros, what will actually what is macro?
Okay, I will show you that one also. Okay, no, observe here. Suppose here I have 1000 tables. So far I have derived 1000 tables. Now here we need to generate different types of graphs here. Vertical bar, horizontal bar, so on. So if you don't know macros, then you need to write 1000 programs to generate the graph for 1000 tables. But if you know macros, just write down one macro program, only one macro program. with the help of loops, control statements, you can write a big macro here. After that, no need to write the total program. Suppose these are the parameters there. Table name, G type means graph type, variable 1, variable 2. Suppose I want to generate a graph for bank table. I want to generate here block chart between the variables, for example, product and profit, something like this. Means instead of writing the total program, just we are passing the parameter information here. Means I want to generate a graph for the bank table. This is my graph, required graph, block chart between these variables. Okay, like this. This is the concept of macros. Means instead of writing the same program n number of times, you can use macros. Even for graphs, even for import, for any program, you can use macro. You can create a macro and you can use. Only one time we have to create a macro. After that, n number of times you can use that one.
Okay.
In PLSQL, I think
it's a recorded one or just
stored procedure.
Yeah, PLSQL.
Concept here this way.
Okay. Okay.
That is mean just to understand what is macro. You can save a lot of time with macros. Nowadays, maximum will use macros in the project. So we need to create our macros. Sometimes we will follow the macros created by our senior programmers or colleagues. But maximum will use macros in the real time, most of the cases. But to understand the macros, first we should know base SAS. We should very good in base SAS. Then only you can create the macros here.
Okay. And second one is actually I was supposed to ask, what is PDV?
That's the program data vector. Means internally how SAS will execute the program. In PDV, what are the steps we'll create. That is the means execution process mainly. In the classes we'll discuss that and also input buffer, program data vector, everything we'll discuss.
Okay.
That is also one of the concept in the SAS classes to understand how SAS will execute the program internally. But for that first we should know how to execute. Then after execution what will happen, we'll discuss that.
Okay.
Okay. Then see here.
Okay.
So in our classes here, I will cover technical part and functional part both. In technical we'll cover both base SAS and advanced SAS. Both will cover in this course. First we'll start with base SAS. It takes around 15-16 hours minimum. Then we'll go for advanced SAS, SQL, macros, those. That is also around 14-15 hours. We will cover both. Then we'll discuss some functional concepts. And next, see here. First of all, to complete base and advanced, it will take minimum 30 hours, 30, 32 like that, minimum 30 hours. And the normal track, every day minimum 1 hour session and Monday to Friday classes generally. And here we'll provide the SAS software through the links. You can download the software, then we can help you to install the software. Me or my lab admin, we do have a lab admin, he will help you. In any operating system, even MacBook, Windows 8, in any operating system we can install SAS.
Okay.
And I can provide some SAS books for our theoretical purpose. Next, certification materials. For both base and advanced, I will provide the certification materials. I'm a certified programmer. Even in the classes, I can discuss which are the important questions and which are the frequently asking questions for the certification exam. So I can guide you to prepare for both base and advanced. I do have some real-time papers, certification materials, frequently asking questions list. I can share all those materials.
Cool.
Next, I can provide the raw data files initially for our practice. Next, some simple projects like assignments. 2 to 3 projects I will assign you, you need to do. I will guide you how to do that one. And every day in our classes, we'll provide the Word document, SAS programming file and recorder session. For every class, we'll provide the recording. Okay, so if you have any doubts after the class, you can open the recording session and you can listen. Next, one more advantage here in the classes, in my classes here. So here, suppose see, I will provide the domain classes also, clinical domain and banking domain. After completion of this total structure, 30-hour session, these are separate classes. Okay, if you're interested in the clinical domain, you can attend the live session. If you're interested in the banking domain, you can attend the live sessions also. And for others, suppose you're interested in the clinical domain, you have attended live sessions. For the banking, we can provide the recording sessions also to you. Okay, like that. So on both the domains, suppose if you're interested, then you can get the knowledge on. Otherwise, if you're interested in one domain, you can go to the clinical only, like that. And
what's the difference between these two domains? But even the program, most of the, I have seen most of the opportunities, it differs actually. They separate actually initially, the clinical domain and banking domain, even though the program is same. What is the difference in clinical and banking?
No, domain knowledge is very important. Suppose I got a chance to work on a clinical domain, but I don't have any basic knowledge on the clinical domain. Even I don't know what are the phases will be involved, what are the data sets I can get, and what would be the variables, so what is SOP, what is protocol. Even I don't know anything, it's no use, right? It's very difficult to your team manager to understand, needs to explain the project. That's the reason first we need to have some domain knowledge minimum. Then it will be easy for us to understand the project and to understand the client requirement. That's the reason we are providing separate domain classes. See, in the programming part, there won't be any change. Simple logic. Suppose I got a data in the Oracle. In the Oracle database, there would be a clinical data or banking data. But the programming is same. How to access the data from Oracle to SAS. But after that, how to understand the data, that is important. So what kind of variables would be there and what would be the requirement, everything. So that's the reason we are discussing these domain classes separately.
Okay.
And if you are registered for the base and advanced course, one more advantage for you, for all the students, we'll provide the SAS BA software freely, and we'll install the software also in your machine. And for the BA software, see, we'll provide all SAS BA classes recorded sessions also. It may not be useful for all the students, but suppose in UK there is a market, good market for SAS BA, then you can follow these recorded sessions. All classes recorded sessions are there. How to use the BA tool. BA means there are different tools: data integration studio, web report studio, management console, enterprise gate, so on. All those are tools. Maximum means by using GUI method, you can do all those. So you can
instead of coding, we can do through GUI.
Yes, GUI, right. So we'll provide that software and the recorded sessions also free of cost in this course if you're registered.
Okay. What is the advantage if I go through code base, and what is the advantage of record means GUI?
One second.
The same passage, right?